Really quick before this video gets started, I want to take a couple seconds to tell you guys that I'm doing a Q&A video. I think if I get enough questions, obviously if I only get like 2 questions, I can't really do it. But hopefully everything goes well and I will be able to do one. So I will be sending out a tweet at the same time this video goes up, and I will pin that in the comments. I will be taking questions from Twitter, Discord, and comments on this video. So feel free to use any of those different platforms. You can ask as many different questions as you want. You can ask literally whatever question you want. But that's all I wanted to say about that. So thank you. Bye. I love you guys. Well, boys and girls, here we are. Man, it's been a long time since I've recorded a video. I don't remember exactly when my last video was posted, but it had been recorded for a while before it was posted. So it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a video. And there's a couple different reasons. I'm moving right now, so, shit's busy. I'm busy, but that's irrelevant. What we're here to talk about today is English dubs in anime. Now, I think as a whole, the community sort of hates English dub. I mean, not everybody, right? There's no such thing as an absolute. There's exceptions to every rule. Now, I suppose I'll give my opinion, just in case you also want that. And in my opinion, there are 3 major problems with English dubs for the most part. Like I said, exceptions to every... I feel like I've said that in a million videos. I've said it a bunch of times. There are good dubs. There are some anime that I always go back and rewatch dubbed. Like, sometimes I'll rewatch Bleached dubbed, just because it's nostalgic for me. I always watch Dragon Ball dubbed. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Full Metal is another one that a lot of people probably go rewatch dubbed. I bet most people expect me to be like an asshole elitist about this and be like, if you watch English dubbed, you are scum. And honestly, that is not at all how I feel. In my opinion, if what gets you in, like, if you need to watch dubbed to get your foot in the door, by all means, anything we can do to get more people to appreciate the art form that is anime, that's cool by me, dude. So right off the bat, I just want to say, I do not judge you if you prefer, or like if you only watch dubs. That being said, I do think on average English dubs are objectively much worse. And like I said, there's 3 main reasons why. And let's just get into them. The first one, and this one is not, again, not always, but oftentimes the sound quality of the recordings is worse. I don't know why. I don't know if Japanese people just have superior recording technologies, but a lot of times the sound is a lot softer and just lower quality in the English dub. I'm not super sure why. I would think there isn't a difference, especially today with anime being as popular. I mean, you'd think there'd be money for proper recording studios, but a lot of times English dubbed anime sounds worse than like random YouTubers' videos sound. So that's reason 1. Reason number 2, and I think this is a big one as to why it can be so cringy at times, and that is they don't bother changing the scripts. They do the translations, right? They get whoever does them to translate it, but there's certain words that don't translate. Things like honorifics and names, right? Now, this is a huge problem because it kind of can only be solved by changing names of characters. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of times you'll have characters say like, "Oh, thank you, Ichigo-sama," and it just sounds weird because it's not something that people in the West, we don't use honorifics really. The most we do, we'd say like Mr. something or like Miss. On top of that, things like, calling someone sensei, it just sounds very weird. And again, like, there's not an easy fix for this other than just changing the names, which I think changing the names and making full English adaptations would make them more popular amongst dubbed fans. But I think subbed fans, people who are fans of the series, would be absolutely outraged, if Ichigo's name wasn't Ichigo, if it was like Robert. It is a problem. It oftentimes makes conversations sound really weird, especially if you're someone like me who's a native English speaker, mostly a native English speaker. It just sounds weird. No one talks like that, and so you're really stuck in this weird thing where it's like, if you're watching subbed, it's just like watching another culture. It's, you can appreciate it. If you're watching dubbed, it's like watching the horrible bastard child of 2 cultures in the worst way. I think that, honestly, that may be the biggest thing out of the three. That might not be something that a lot of people notice. They might ignore it, especially if you're really used to watching, subbed anime. You're used to hearing that shit, so it might just go over your head. But I think that is one of the biggest detriments to English dubbed, is the fact that that's just not how English speakers talk. And finally, the third reason, and this is the one where people aren't going to like it because I'm sounding mean, but I think at the end of the day, the actual voice actors are just worse. Again, not always. Like, I think the English voice actor for Goku fucking kills it, and I hate the Japanese voice actor for Goku. I'm not saying there isn't good voice actors that do English dubs. Not at all. But on average, again, if you were to like just pick one at random, usually the Japanese voice actor is fucking killing it compared to the English one. This one, I do know why this happens. It's because the English voice acting industry is disgusting. It's fucking nepotism. It's horrible. People get jobs that they are not qualified for. I mean, you need to fucking practice. You need to master your voice. And you have these people who are like, oh, I'm like a cosplayer and also a voice actor for some reason. Like, genuinely, one of the things I hate on Twitter, and I see it all the time because I follow, like, Crunchyroll and anime news shit so I can be updated, but something these people always will retweet is English voice actors being like, I'm so happy to finally be able to show my talents in this series. Like, bitch, you aren't fucking talented. You suck ass. Here's a great example, right? I'm going to show you a clip from Kengan Ashura. I'm going to show you the exact same clip, same episode, same everything, and the only difference is it's going to be the official English dub versus the official Japanese dub.
I don't know you, so I really couldn't care less about having to kill you.
Yamashita Corporation, it's the Asura! Oma! Tokita!
And to me, at least, it's night and day. The female announcer, in fact, I think maybe I showed 2 clips, but the female announcer is so much better. There's so much more power and energy in her voice. Same with Oma in this clip, whereas the English voice actors just can't hold a candle. I mean, they're horrible by comparison. And I mean, it's kind of hard to even blame them. They probably have absolutely no qualifications for this job. They're probably just some random idiot that they pulled in off the street and were like, hey, we'll give you like $700 to do this. And they were like, all right, man, shit, dude, I'll do it. It's only take me a fucking day to record all these lines. But there you have it. That's the 3 reasons why, in my opinion, English dubs are usually worse. The overall sound quality of the recordings, on average, is worse. The not changing enough words just sounds awkward, makes dialogue hard to listen to, and the actual voice actors themselves are worse. And that's really all I have to say about English voice acting. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to crucify you if you watch anime in English. I get it. A lot of people like to watch anime while they do other stuff, maybe working on a project on their other monitor. To that, I would say, stop being a fool and just learn Japanese. Why not? I mean, learning languages isn't very hard. And if you're an English voice actor that I've offended, fight me, coward. But I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Do you watch it dubbed? Do you watch anime subbed? Let me know in the comments below. And once again, I'm going to be doing a question and answer video, so be sure to go to Twitter or Discord or in the comments for questions. And thank you guys so much for watching.